All right, business owners, so in this video, I wanna talk about something that gets brought up a ton, and a lot of you say, hey, I've already spent 10K plus on a business coaching program, so I don't wanna have to do it if I'm gonna learn the same things. And I've already had a bunch of coaches and they all teach the same things. So I wanted to address that in this video. So the normal way to get a client, right, at scale, most of these coaches are doing is they'll have an ad to a landing page. You guys are probably already saying it, to a webinar, okay? It's not a secret, it's not a surprise. Probably some of the biggest competitors out there I have, this is all they teach. They're like, all you need is one funnel, it's really easy, and all you do is you send traffic there and you'll be a cajillionaire. But it usually doesn't happen for more than 5% of the students, if that. I would highly doubt that most of those students are actually making a huge return. So what I learned after 5 coaches, right? Because to date, I've spent over 150 grand on coaches, so I know you're paying first off. This was all they were teaching, and it wasn't working, especially because I was in the high ticket fitness space, and that's one of the harder spaces to be successful at. So I started thinking, you know, what could I do different? What could I do different that I could teach that will not even at the time teach, but that would help me, because I wasn't making any money. So what I did is I went ad, and then I started doing what I call conversion conversations to landing page, and then I didn't even care after that. I mean, it could be anything, okay? This was the key for me that helped me go, you know, 0 to 8 figures essentially in less than 22 months. And what I essentially did is it was a massive, robust follow-up system. I've built a massive team around it, and a lot of it involved voicemails, text messages, audio files, you know, you name it, I've done it. And so this really is the key to my program that's much different than anyone else out there. I know for a fact right now, no one else is doing this at scale because it's very hard to do. But at the end of the day, when I wanted to be successful, I didn't care if it was hard, I just care what actually works and what's gonna work consistently that other people can do and replicate, right? So when it all came down to it, this was the key for me that helped me go from 0 to 8 figures in 22 months and 0 to 7 figures in 7 months and blah, 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 which I know a lot of you don't care about, but I keep hearing this objection, rebuttal that, you know, Tanner, I already know this stuff. I only need help with this, or I only need help with that. And all I'm gonna do and challenge you with is if you're watching this video is that you probably don't know what you need help with, otherwise you'd already be at the level you wanna be at. So you might think you only have a sales issue. You might think you only have an ads issue. You might think you know what conversion conversations is, which you probably don't. You might think you just have an automation problem, etc. But the reality is that if you're not where you want to be yet, it's really not for you to decide what you do or don't need help with, right? It's for someone to decide who's doing a lot more revenue than you, and you can get their advice and instruction and expertise on that. Obviously, if you're here watching this video, you need help. And so don't be too stubborn or, you know, too prideful to ask for that. So if you decide to work with me, we'll talk about this on the call. This is one of the biggest things we do that is different from everyone else. So I hope this was informative, and I'll see you guys in the next video.